Hello everybody, this is Malavar TC1 coming at you with the Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia updated SS and S rank December 2018 unit tier list for the JP version of Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video to know who the November giveaway winner was, as well as the December giveaway rules for this month. Let's move forward and talk about those awesome characters. First and foremost, we have the Warrior of Light. Warrior of Light has made a big jump into the scene. He is a tank of a man, and he will make sure that him and his teammates do not get taken down. He gives a 2.3 times initial Brave shield to himself, to his friends, and he will make sure that they take no damage. He also gives a max Brave buff with some offense, as well as a Brave regen, and that is a huge opportunity for them to retaliate. He is a wall. He will not be taken down. He is a strong wall. So make sure you have him on your team if you're going up against something that is super strong. Let's move on to the next one. We have Vayne. Now, Vayne is fairly new to Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, but he came in busting up the scenes. He has continual attacks going over and over, super strong attacks. He lowers the enemy attack, and he gives max Brave and attack team buff. On top of that, he lowers the enemy team order, and if he ever runs out of ability points, he goes, I'll just get him back. And he gets his ability points back, and he will attack again and again and again and again. Vayne is awesome. He is good to have on your team right now. Super good SS rank. Let's move along. Another person who attacks again and again and again and again is Noctus. He has multiple continual attacks with low or no Brave leak at all. He can keep dishing out that damage without ever losing any of that excess damage. Not only that high damage output, he can set up launches of enemies super often. He makes sure that the enemy's always flying through the air, and that he's always going first, that he's always taking that doing that damage to them. Super awesome to have on your team. If you have Warrior of Light, Vayne, and Noctus, you will take down any enemy, no matter how strong, for this game right now. Super good team to have. Let's move along. Now, who else got a huge upgrade? We have Terra. Terra can now exceed her maximum Brave by 99999 damage. She does so much damage to a single enemy. I've been able to pull off 99,999 damage multiple times with the level 70 Awakening. She has great damage output to all enemies as well, HP and Brave. She does so much damage. The only problem with her, she has a little bit low HP as well as some low ability points, so she can't hold off for a long battle with multiple rounds. But she's really good for anything else. That's what brings her down to an S rank instead of SS rank. Next we have Lail. He is the launch specialist. Now with the launches, he can make sure that enemies are flying through the air all the time with his abilities as he sets them up. Not only that, he gives a max Brave and attack and launch buff to himself and allies. So not only will he be launching the enemy in the air, he makes sure that all the allies are launching enemies into the air as well. The only thing is, with him, you have to know how and when to launch an enemy. That can really mess things up if you launch at the wrong time or you don't have it set up so your teammates are doing the most output or damage. And if he's giving them launch buffs as well and they mess it up, a lot could happen there. But he's really great. Let's move on to the next one. We have Renoa. Renoa came out super awesome, and she's still awesome right now. She has huge Brave and HP damage to all enemies. The only thing is it takes a little bit of HP to do that much damage, but no problem at all. Angelo will just recover you. He recovers the health that is lost, which is really awesome. So even if you're taking damage from an enemy that's making you lose HP, you can recover that as well. Angelo is a great recoverer. On top of that, she has an attack buff for herself and her allies, and she has a very special, unique thing that she can do, Consuming Turns. Consuming Turns is really good if you know how to use it wisely. You can set up summons, you can set up your EX, you can set up teammates' EXs, and if you use it just right, you can make the match go just the way you want it. And if you do it wrong, you could really mess up around. So that's a little bit of a trickiness there, but she's really great all around if you know how to use her. Let's move on to Ramza. Ramza is great with an HP Brave attack and a triple debuff. To the enemy, he destroys their attack, defense, and speed. At the same time, he gives team attack and team Brave buffs, and he can exceed his own Brave damage by 150%. We talked about Terra a little bit earlier, doing 180% maximum Brave exceeding, but he does 150%, which is great just for somebody who debuffs and buffs a lot. great damage output, really great to have on your team. Well, let's move on. We have Shintaro. Shintaro is really great to single enemies. She comes in with a few different buffs that she can apply some weaknesses to enemies, even if they don't have any weaknesses or like immune to certain resistances. She gives it to them anyway. She's like, no, you're weak to wind, you're weak to fire, you're weak to this and that. You're not going to get away from us. And she just does tons of damage to those single enemies. The only hard part about her is if there's multiple enemies for multiple rounds, really hard to keep on her toes. So, single enemies though, that's her specialty. Let's move on to Pollen. Now, Pollen is actually a super great support. She has huge team attack and brave buffs. She reduces any incoming damage by a whopping 70%. So the HP damage that would be done to your teammates, she's like, no, I'm going to give you excess health that just gives you so much extra health that any damage coming to you just doesn't happen. And she could do that multiple times in a round. It's super great because even enemies that would do tons of damage or wipe out your team can't do anything at all. She can stop an enemy's action. What? That sounds kind of like Cloud Stop. Yeah, sort of. It's this confusion that also stops the enemy from taking a turn. She's a great Brave battery. On top of that, she just gives your team so much Brave. Kind of like Kate Sith when he came out. Just a Brave battery to no extent. And the same goes for her. She is really great as a Brave battery. And only gets better. Next we have Sarah. Sarah's got a really great poison that just destroys enemy Brave. Even if the enemy's Brave gets to like 90,000 or 99,999,000, she will destroy 80% of that. She's like, no, I don't like that amount of Brave you have. You're not going to be using that on us. We're not going to let you turn that into an HP attack. Bloop! There goes the poison. All your Brave is gone. On top of that, she gives tons of buffs for attack, defense, Brave, speed. I think there's even 1/5 buff. She just gives tons of buffs to herself or her teammates. Really good. The only downfall about her is her max Brave starts off really low. So, kind of hard to do if that's what's needed. Next, we have Yuna. Yuna is the last S rank I have here. She cures all status effects. Also, she has great buffs and is a Brave battery. So, really great thing for her to be on your team, and she does great damage now with Valifor. Valifor adds so much damage as well as just so much HP and Brave attack. The thing is, to make her viable on your team, Valifor is absolutely necessary. Without him, she's kind of just meh. She's just in the middle rung, but with Valifor, boom, she gets really high up there. Great S rank to have. Now, that's it for the S rank, but what about the A ranks? What if you don't have any of these S or SS ranks, or you don't have the weapons for them? Well, that's where these other characters can come into play. Lena, Ashe, Rydia, Pain, Palom, Jekt, Lightning, Sync, Alisai, Freya, Queasty, Squall, Fran, and Zac. Now, all of these are really good, and any combination that really is useful for both bosses, so just make sure you have the right things for them, and you'll be able to take on almost everything in the game otherwise. So A ranks are really great to have if you don't have the setups for any of the characters I had mentioned before. Also, there is a avoid list. Currently, these characters, even on global, I would suggest do not build these up. Just wait until they get an EX or a really good awakening skills, because right now they are just untouchable. And those characters in the avoid tier are Ida, Steiner, Lion, and Hope. And yeah, it's really harsh, but they just don't go anywhere for a long time, if ever. Hopefully each one of them will get something that really brings them out of the shadows and into the spotlight, but right now, just avoid them. Even on global, it's going to be over a year before anything happens for them. So, best of luck to those who like those characters. Oh, geez. Let's move on to the November giveaway winner. The November giveaway winner is Jose Daniel Martinez. Congratulations, you won a $20 Google Play gift card. If you want like a different gift card instead, like an Xbox One gift card, PS4, Nintendo, we can work that out. I'll be sure to message you on the holiday tier list video so that you can know that you won, as well as be able to work out getting your email or some way to be able to get you your winnings. So congratulations again, Jose Daniel Martinez. Let's move on to the December giveaway rules. Now, this is a very special one. You have to like this video, be a subscriber, and comment your favorite Final Fantasy cutscene. Simple as that. Well, what's the winnings going to be? Well, this is a special 5,000 subscriber special giveaway. Whoa! Not only will there be one winner, but there'll be 5 winners will be selected. What? That's super great. And on top of that, they will each receive a $10 Google Play gift card. So if you are one of those 5 lucky winners, I will be contacting you sometime at the beginning of January. And best of luck to everyone who enters into this. Thank you for being so awesome. 5,000 subscribers is a huge mark for me. I'm only like 70 away, so I'm betting it's going to happen either this month or really soon. So thank you for everyone that has been a part of my channel. I have loved being on part of YouTube, as well as a part of the Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia community, as well as the other communities I'm doing channels for or videos for. And so thank you so much. This has been such an amazing experience for me, and I owe it all to you and for all the friends I've made along the way. Thank you so much, and I just can't express it enough. You are the best community. Thank you for being a part of my channel, and be sure to like and subscribe and share with your friends so that we can hit that 5,000 subscriber mark. And in the beginning of next year, I promise it will be an even a more amazing year on my channel. So thank you so much to everyone. I hope you enjoyed this tier list video, and if you have any comments below, be sure to share your comments and I will comment back, and we'll have an awesome time. Remember those rules: like, subscribe, comment your favorite Final Fantasy cutscene so that you can enter into this. And again, congrats to Jose Daniel Martinez. Everyone have an amazing day.